How's it going, kings and queens? And welcome to a new little feature that I'm going to be trying to do on the channel now. I've been recently feeling building and redecorating. But the unfortunate thing is I kind of suck at building. So I'm going to try doing a couple renovation builds or renovations in general to existing lots, and then seeing if I can take some inspiration and actually start building on my own. So that should be fun, but for now, like I said, we're just going to start with the renovation. This is one of the lots in Willow Creek, and it was just so old and drab, and it really is in need of a great facelift. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. As you can see, I'm putting in some blue pillars. We're going to give this whole home a modern makeover. Like, it's going to have a completely different exterior. We're going to change the windows, the shingles on the roof, the beams. You're going to see in a second that I struggle severely trying to get that blue beam on the second level. For some reason, it won't work. So I ultimately end up deleting the one on the other side because I can't get it to work, and I don't know why. And I got frustrated because it literally takes like a minute for me to figure it out. And that's no good because nobody has time for that. I just want to build a beautiful home for beautiful Sims, and the game does not want to cooperate. As the video progresses, you'll see that I have quite a struggle with camera angles and trying to figure out which way stuff needs to go. It's just rough in general, but we get there eventually. This is only the first part. The second part and maybe a third, I'm not sure how long it'll take and how many parts it'll be split into, will come in a couple days too. So that's exciting. As you can see, we're putting in the new windows. Looking at it now, it's really whitewashed and I don't like it that much. So later on, we end up changing the exterior to a darker siding. Like, I think it's black or dark gray, like a charcoal maybe, but I was getting rid of those awful shuttered windows because it's just way too traditional for what I was going for with the look of this new home. With the white and stuff, it got a really beachy look to it, and I don't know that that's what I was going for. I was going for clean lines and stuff like that, which always kind of translates into looking like we're going to the beach or we're at a beach house. And that's not really what I wanted. So I think we kind of blend some kind of traditional with a lot of modern. I don't know why that floating easel keeps showing up in the middle of the screen. Like, you fuse into the other house and it's just a mess. Here we go. I'm changing the siding to a darker one. And if you could see down there at the front door, we changed it to the glass door with the orange trimming on it. This house has a lot of orange accents in it, which is interesting because I'm not really that big of a fan of orange, but I feel like I use a lot of blue and a lot of red. It's just trying to be different, trying to seek inspiration in a different place, because usually, like I said, when you think contemporary and modern, you think of white and lines. So I tried to put in some orange and some other fun colors. Let's see what's going on in here now. We're just still changing windows and the railings on the staircase and stuff. I don't think I actually changed the staircases on the outside. I just give them new doors, new railings, and all that fun stuff. All glass, everything. So if you live in this house, or if you have a sim live in this house, I would love to live in this house, but I'm poor. The sim that you have living in this house is going to have like tons of Windex on hand, unless this is the kind of glass that resists fingerprints, which I doubt severely. There was a random beam in there for when I was trying to place the other one on the second floor. I don't know how it ended up in the staircase. I don't know. I don't like it, but it got deleted, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. So this is where I said the orange comes in. I use that bathroom tile, the orange swatch, because I never use it. I always use either the white one or the black one. But I thought, hey, this would be cool to have a orange kitchen. So I made an orange kitchen. And for a second, I forgot that I didn't have the auto counter's on, so I had to go in and add the corner unit tab. So I'm adding these white cabinets from the Cool Kitchen stuff pack that I told myself I wasn't going to buy. LOL. Bought it anyway. And for a second, I wanted to use that glass-fronted refrigerator, but then I decided that it looks a little weird in there, so I decided to sandwich the refrigerator in that little hovel instead. I'm going to layer some cabinets on top of it, some white cabinets with glass fronts, so I can keep my glass front goal going. I had to put in the move objects cheat and the ignore game entitlement, whatever. I have to look that cheat up literally every single time because I can never remember it because it's so long and convoluted. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm stacking these white cabinets, stacking these white cabinets on top of each other. I'm trying to decide how many more cabinets I want to stick in here, if I want to stick in any at all. But then I ultimately decided I want to stick a glass table in there, kind of like an island, so I don't go overboard with cabinets. And as you can see, I just stuck in the kitchen sink. I always like to put the kitchen sink out of a window so that you can look out and gaze upon the world while you get pruny fingers from washing dishes. This thing from, I think, Spa Day, I always like to put around the stove because to me, in my mind, it's kind of like a spice garden, not a spice garden, but like an herb garden that you grow inside. So if you're cooking something and you're preparing, you can just pluck out of it and kind of sprinkle it in your meals. I know that's not what it actually is, but I like to think of it that way because, you know, I'm weird like that. And, in goes the little knickknacks in the kitchen, some spoons, some paper towels, some blinds. I end up putting some not cabinets. Why do I keep saying cabinets? Man. I ended up putting some shelving into the kitchen so that we can put more random kitchen stuff like cookbooks, tissues, salt and pepper, the little plate rack thingy. Just the random items that came with Cool Kitchen stuff. So all like 5 of them. I really like plants because you can change the color pot of the plant. I don't know why I can't talk right now, but I really like that, so I did that. And then I also layered the posters that came with the Cool Kitchen stuff, kind of like they were sitting on top of the top shelves, so that I didn't actually have to use the 9 or 0 key to erase stuff up there because it always ends up getting deleted. And that is obnoxious, and I cannot be bothered with that. So I stuck the matching flowers onto the table that also came from Cool Kitchen stuff. And I used the light from the spa as a rug because it went with the rest of the orange aesthetic. And I'm trying to create like a light fixture. I was going to say a chandelier, but it's not a chandelier. It's like a light fixture in the kitchen with those 3 cone lights that also came from Cool Kitchen stuff. Look at me go, trying to make a kitchen out of the Cool Kitchen stuff. I think I accomplished it quite well. I'm trying to find a rug now for something. Oh, to go in the dining room area to kind of contrast the orange on the wall. I kind of think that there's too much orange on the wall, and I do end up changing it to another charcoal each color, but we're not there yet. Right now, we're trying to create a lovely dining experience for the Sims that will be living here. And I do that by using this new gray table and some yellow chairs because I think that I cannot talk. Because I think the juxtaposition of the chairs and the rug and the table look really good in the room. I end up shifting the table a little bit because I feel like everything was too uniform in there, and I didn't like it. And rather than going for the standard like potted plant or flower on the table, I decided to put that crazy expensive antique camera on there because in my head, I feel like the Sims that are going to live here are super quirky and artistic, and they really enjoy the creative side of things, so they don't necessarily have to have stuff that is super streamlined and great like that, but they end up with it anyway, or at least I anticipate them to. I haven't finished the entire decor yet, but if the rest of it is anything like what we have here, then it's going to be quite interesting. Here I'm going and adding in some more stuff, spice racks, knives, that cool shelf from Cool Kitchen stuff as well. And then I'm going to add there we go, the square table thing that I think came from Spa Day, just as an accent over there on that wall. I'm going to put some bookies over there just in case you need more cookbooks like you don't know. And then some files just in case you got to file stuff. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure what to do with the space under the stairs, but I had to remember to put an actual wall there, because if you don't, and your sim goes and uses the restroom, anybody in the biggest part of the space can still see them, so they'll get the embarrassed moodlet, which is kind of annoying. So you have to make sure to put a wall there. Or maybe it's just me. Right there, what I'm doing with those arrows is I'm making a clock. And I have tended to do this in almost every build that I've done in the last however long it's been since those arrows came out. I just think it's cool to have like a freestanding clock on the wall like that, and I like it. I think it's cool, and I hope everybody else thinks it's cool, because I really think that I'm super clever for coming up with it. So we get rid of the wall under the stairs. So now that they're floating stairs, we're gonna change the rounded archway to a squared off one just to go with the modern feel, and then we're gonna stick that circular mirror. No. We don't keep that. We keep the red mirror coming into the doorway, because why not? And then we go under the stairs and we just start sticking stuff up under there, like pots and plants and a rug. I should have stuck some of the clutter, the sports clutter down there. Maybe I'll go back and do that when I finish, but for right now it's just plants and a rug up under there. I might change the wallpaper in here too, or the paint color, because it's really dark. I don't know if I like that. It's very, I don't know the word, but it might be too dark. But I didn't want to do it with white either, and I didn't know what really went well with that orange. But there I'm sticking those London Underground neon signs in a row in different colors over the archway. I'm putting a coat rack in, because you want to hang up your stuff when you come in the house. I'm just trying to think of other little fun things to put on the wall. So I end up doing alternating colors of that other neon sign over as you go up the stairs, because I don't know, I think that's cool. It looks pretty. It looks absolutely beautimous. So I'm just kind of going around and looking at stuff again just to see what empty spaces I can plug. So I went and got an accent table for that corner over there, because it just felt like so much open, empty space in that room. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this house beforehand. It's like super compartmentalized, and I didn't like it. So I wanted to make it an open concept kind of. And then in doing that, I ended up making it way too open concept. So I'm trying to stick stuff over there and fill it up, like sizing up the lantern and then having a smaller one next to it is kind of cool. And then using the tree wall decal thing over behind there too, just to put some color on the wall. I'm trying to think what I'm going to put in that corner. I think I'm going to put another plant there, but I don't know that it stays because it's huge. Maybe it does. I guess so. I'm just trying to block off some so people can't just come stare just creepily into your house like they used to do in The Sims 3. I'm not sure how they programmed like stalkers into The Sims 3, but they definitely did it. Because I had this one family where it wasn't a family, it was just a single female sim, and she started dating this one guy, and her creepy neighbor, immediately after she started dating this other sim guy, would come and steal her newspapers every day. He would steal her newspapers, he'd kick over her trash cans, and it was just absolutely ridiculous, and it's just terrifying. So the moral of the story is, don't engage with crazy people, I guess. I don't know. I'm changing the wallpaper in the bathroom and the other side of the first floor, which is going to be the living room and stuff, to a wooded paneling of white wood, which is also beachy again. So I like how I say I'm trying not to go beachy and then subsequently go extremely beachy. But whatever. We're going to make a full bathroom down here on the first floor just in case, your sim gets to cooking and spills something. They don't want to go all the way upstairs to the potty. They can just hop in the shower down here. This bathroom is not super exciting. I like the round mirrors, so I utilize the round mirrors with the black counters. Everything's black in this house because it's very, I don't know, Kardashian chic. Courtney and Chris always have all black everything. I used a little color with the hand towel. It's green. And I've always been doing, well, not always. I've been doing this thing in bathrooms where you put a half wall to separate the toilet from everything else. So I did that here too. Instead of having a full water closet, you just do the half wall, because then you can do your business sitting down. Nobody can see you unless they're directly in the door, which I guess defeats the whole purpose, but whatever. We stuck some tissues on top of the half wall just in case you want to blow your nose, or you can pretend that they're moist towelettes or something. I just realized that there was no windows in that room, so I'm trying to layer some of those thin strip windows. But I keep getting that stupid glitch where the window doesn't go across, like, all the way. Like, if you can see what's happening right now, it still looks like it's just the wall. And that is super duper annoying, and I hate it. But I'm going to throw down a bath mat real quick, and I'm going to look around like 15 more times. But that's going to do it for this part of Let's Do a Reno. So if you like it, put a like on it, thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll see you all later.